Michigan. I'm Lynda Balkema, and you are watching Alive and Well. And today we are at Mercy H.E.A.R.T Center, and my featured guest is Blair Moreau. Only this is really my make-believe kitchen, because Blair is going to show us how to do some exercises from home, just like if you were in your kitchen. So this is the no excuse zone.
Exactly. And you know what, and that's the big thing right there, what you said, a no excuse zone, because we can come up with literally 1,000 excuses of not to get our physical activity in. And we have to realize physical activity is a very important aspect of every single day. You know, but I'm tired, or oh, I don't have the time, or this time of year there's so much going on.
Or who can afford it.
Yeah, or who can afford it. Yeah. But you know, I have Christmas, I have to get my shopping done, I have to get my Christmas cards out, we have Christmas parties, the kids have this going on. You know what? All you need is 10, 15, 20 minutes. You don't need to have that 45, 60 minutes, okay? And if you're in your kitchen baking, let's see some things that we can do.
You mean besides putting the food to my mouth?
Exactly. Besides constantly testing the batter, you know, or taste testing the cookies when they come out. Okay. You know, you could be having something, you put it in the oven, you're sitting around waiting for it. Oh my gosh, everyone has a countertop, do they not?
True.
Perfect exercise that a person can do are countertop push-ups. Okay, just going back and forth. You're going to work your chest. You're going to work, remember that thing we were talking about?
Oh,
your
yeah,
the little wing thing going on there?
Every woman
but hit your triceps. You'll even get some shoulders. Plus, if you do them correctly, because you really want to focus on that posture, you know, you're going to hit those postural muscles too. Now, women, it's especially important that they're constantly doing something to lift weights, to progress or have some resistance, because of osteoporosis. It's a great way to slow down osteoporotic processes. So give it a try real quick. Okay? I want you to do it. Yeah.
Okay, now.
Okay, nice straight back. Bring your feet back a little bit more. There you go.
Okay.
Chest out. Go back and forth. Perfect, just like that. And you're going to get a good workout. You know, go 10, 15, and then build those repetitions up. You know, and you can do this while you're in the kitchen waiting for your baked goods to get ready. Another thing that you can do, now these are our beautiful kitchen chairs that you have. Okay. Another nice strength training exercise program that you can do or participate in is, again, for that little, what'd you call that again?
It's my wings.
Your wing.
We all get these wings after 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Women turn into birds.
They're tricep dips. Okay. And they're real easy. You just sit on the edge of the chair, put your feet out in front of you, bend your knees, and just go up and down.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the weakest area, the arms.
But you don't have to do a lot. You always start slow and build up. Everyone thinks that they should be able to put your feet out a little bit farther.
A little bit further.
There you go. And it'll just go dip and down.
Dip and down. Oh my.
Dip and down, just like that. There you go. I mean,
I can feel that in the arms. That takes care of the wings, though?
That will help on those wings. They'll help on the wings, and plus they'll get some shoulder in there too.
Okay.
You know, it's a great activity. Again, something that you can incorporate into your house. You don't have to purchase anything. You have this stuff.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
Another thing that people have, most of us anyway, you know, I have children.
Yes.
And so to help them get into the cupboards, we have step stools in our house. Okay, so if you have a step stool, you know, and if you want, support yourself too, but if you have a step stool, just do some step-ups. You know, 10 each leg, and you'd be surprised the workout you're going to get. You know what? When you come up though, contract that booty. Really tighten it up, okay?
Tighten up the booty. That's important. This is like aerobics. My problem with aerobics is I go left when they go right. But that doesn't matter.
You're in your house. No one's going to see you do it.
And I can wear my workout clothes.
Exactly. You know, and you can have fun doing it. You're incorporating physical activity into everyday life.
You get a little music going.
Well, you know, you have the Christmas cheer, the Christmas music going on this time of year.
Okay. I'm burning my cookies, but.
No, you know, you have to figure, 12 minutes. You know, here's something else that we don't realize if you know, because you're going to have to do dishes afterwards too. Okay, so, well, if you're like me, I clean them. You know, I wash them before I put them in the dishwasher. So, yeah, I do double.
You're better than I am.
But, you know what? Do some squats as you're working at the sink. You can do your dishes and do some squats. I like to do what are called like sumo squats, okay, where my feet are pointed out I have my knees go over my toes, but not too far out over my toes.
And then squats.
Now, when you come up, contract the booty.
Okay.
Okay. And this will give you a good workout. Just try
while you're here at the dishes.
Yeah.
Doing the sumo squats.
You know?
Okay.
So you can pretend like you're doing the dishes, but look at just the little workout we got with no equipment, no specialized equipment.
So
you got a good chest workout.
At the door, and you're like this in your kitchen.
Who cares? The thing is,
a great example.
Well, here's something that we all have this whole persona. What are other people going to think of me?
That's true.
You know what? Who cares what other people think of you? All that matters is what you think of yourself. And that's the important thing. If you want to get better at something, you have to work at it. No one else is going to do it for you.
Well, that's where that self-talk comes in.
Exactly.
We were talking about that earlier. You need to self-talk.
You need to be.
I'm doing this on TV, so I don't care what anybody thinks, obviously.
Perfect. But we all worry about what the rest of the world is going to think.
Yeah.
Guess what? No one's watching you. And a lot of people don't go outside their home because they think, I shouldn't be exercising. People are going to be watching me. No, it isn't. If I'm at the gym, I'm concentrating on my own workout. I'm not looking at you in the corner doing your workout because I need to focus on what I'm doing to make sure I'm doing it correctly so I don't get injured. No one is watching you. And we have to get over that fact that everyone is focusing on me. No, they're not. They're doing their own thing.
Right.
Now, the other thing you were talking about, you wanted to get some core things in at home without any specialized.
That's where we.
Okay. Again, chair is perfect that we don't realize.
I'm going to pull this.
Yeah, pull that out. Do these with me. So our other dining room chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're going to be surprised. Oh, let's move this so we don't end up kicking it. Okay. But what I want you to do is nice and straight. Don't put your hands down so you're not using your hands. Lift your leg off. Keep it up. Hold it for a second. Bring it down.
Okay.
Switch the other leg.
Wow.
Do you feel it working?
Yeah, that little movement.
Now, as you're doing it, also contract those muscles, but you got to stay up. Sorry, you can't be slouching. You got to get that nice posture in there.
And you just hold your hands.
Yeah, because I don't want you to push up with your hands. Right. Okay, because now I'm using a lot of upper body to help those contract those muscles. But if I just do this, you're going to get a good workout doing that. Now, here's another one. I got bad knees. I've had 7 knee surgeries, 2 reconstructions.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't stop me. Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's no excuse.
No excuse.
There's no excuse. I could have used this as an excuse, but you have to evolve yourself too. I was a runner in my past life. Okay? And the surgeries took away my running. The surgeries took away my basketball. So I had to find other things that I can incorporate into my lifestyle that's going to give me those great, beautiful workouts. One is weight training. I love strength training. Okay. The other one is biking. My wife and I we have a stationary bike or a spinning bike. I can bike. Right. I can also do stairs. I'm going to show you stairs, a good stair workout in a little while.
Okay.
Okay, because most of us have stairs at home. Okay, but here's another good one: straight leg raises. Point that. Leg straight out. Too. That was hard for me to say. Yeah. Toe pointed at my head.
That's your head. Oh, okay.
And it's just yeah.
Feel it.
Just a little motion like this. Again, contract those abs.
Contract the abs. Oh.
Okay, can you feel that burn?
I can feel, what I feel mostly is
exactly.
Right here. Oh my gosh, right there.
Yeah, do that with both legs. One, it's going to help those muscles and ligaments that support the knee. Plus, it's going to strengthen that quad. It's a great exercise that you can do, again, without any specialized equipment. We haven't used anything special yet.
No, and I don't need a $300 gym membership.
No, you do not.
So that excuse is gone.
Everyone has these wonderful things in their house, too. Cans. Okay. Now, granted, we only have one here, but we're going to pretend like we have 2. Okay.
Oh, we only have 1 can.
We only have 1. Right. Okay. But you can use cans for bicep curls.
Okay.
Okay. For shoulder presses. Okay. For lateral raises, again, to help support and strengthen the shoulder. Tricep extensions to help with tricep. Another good piece of equipment that you can use at home, anything that has a handle. So if you have a milk jug, an iron. People don't realize an iron. It has a handle. An iron's a good one for those tricep extensions.
Well, and it doesn't, I wouldn't think of an iron weighing that much, but after the repetitive movement, same with a can, you're going to feel it.
You're going to feel it. All it is, you don't even need equipment. Okay? If you can contract that muscle and really make it work.
Isometrics, is that isometrics or not?
Well, isometrics is if I'm pushing against something that's not moving. and I'm contracting those muscles this way. This way, I'm still working that muscle, contracting it up. I'm going to hold it for a second and bring it down. You are still going to get a workout.
Okay, yeah, I can feel that.
You don't have to purchase anything special.
All right.
Okay, and that's the biggest thing, and that's one thing that we want people to remember.
Yeah.
Just move.
Just move.
You know, and they have to realize channel surfing is not a physical activity.
Yeah, I know. You have to get up off your couch.
Actually have to get up and move those muscles for it to be physical activity.
But you can do this. Laundry room, we have the iron. In the kitchen, we have our countertops and our chairs. A broom.
A broom is a great piece of equipment. You can put it behind your head, and you can do twists for your core.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Or hold it behind your head, and you can do some, what these are called, so they'd be called morning glories, where I'm working my back, my hamstrings, my booty, and my lower back.
Not the morning glory muffins.
Not the muffins, no, not those. You know, we want to make sure we want to stay away from those because those add for calories. But this stuff is going to, one, strengthen muscle. Two, it's going to build your confidence. And that's where people have to remember that you build that confidence, you're going to want to get out and do a lot more.
That's true.
Three, your body's going to start to crave this. It's going to crave this.
Waiting for that.
It's going to crave it like it craves chocolate.
Okay.
You know, people say, "Oh, I'm a chocoholic." You know, I'm a self-diagnosed ice creamaholic.
Right.
Okay. Oh yeah. I will, you know, eat ice cream with a spoon, then have a fork in the other hand. You come close to it, I'm going to stab you with it. You know, that's mine.
My pasta's the pizza.
You know, so, but we all have that. You know, and it's just one, knowing that I can have some, but I can't have all.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's okay in moderation. Okay, and you can do this. So, you know, the physical activities, building that confidence, building that strength, improving your posture, giving you the energy to want to do more. Actually, it helps with sleep. People think that it's just the opposite, you know. And a lot of times if people are tired, they do physical activity, they're going to feel more energized and awake.
My biggest excuse is that, oh my gosh, I've worked all day. I was walking 5 miles a day every morning faithfully until it started getting dark in the morning. Then I got a little cold, I fell off the exercise wagon, and suddenly I wasn't doing my 5 miles a day anymore. And it's an excuse because I think, well, I should work out at night. Well, now it's dark at night and in the morning.
Oh my gosh, when do I get it in?
So
that's the other thing. You know what? Regardless of what we think, we are still animals. We're mammals. Okay, what do mammals do this time of year?
Hibernate.
They hibernate
and eat.
And they eat. Well, we're going to eat a lot more fat. You know, my mother's grandparents, they came over from Finland. Okay, it was cold. They put on a layer of fat. Well, back in the day, that was okay because they worked.
Yes,
they actually worked. Okay, so they were going to burn this stuff off. Nowadays, we still have that instinct to do that, to put on that layer of fat this time of year. The average American between Thanksgiving and New Year will put on 7 pounds. Okay, they don't set that plan. So it's still like this instinctual thing to eat a high layer of, or to eat fat. It's dark outside. You're getting into that hibernation mode. You're not burning this fat off. It stays. Well, studies do show that this 7 pounds doesn't go away.
Right.
People keep it on. The only thing we do is buy an extra size of pants.
Yeah, and then next year we put on
then next year you put on another 7. I mean, you think over 10 years, that's 70 pounds.
And here in West Michigan, I mean, we have a high obesity rate.
We have a large obesity rate.
Yeah, we're not out farming the land anymore.
No.
And we have sedentary jobs, and we have more darkness, and we tend to get a little seasonal affective disorder where we're feeling sad and blue.
And we feel sorry for ourselves and this type of thing. But if we would just get up and move, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Just get up and move. We just showed you a bunch of exercises in the house that people can do. You know, another thing, I'm going to reach right around you and grab my water bottle. This is a very important liquid. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. We as humans cannot tell the difference between thirst and hunger, like animals can. When we're thirsty, we tend to eat. When animals are thirsty, they tend to drink. Okay, so it's very important to keep up that minimum, unless you are on a fluid restriction, that minimum of 64 ounces of water.
Now 64 ounces sounds like an awful lot. You think of how many 8-ounce glasses that takes, and you look at that and you think, wow, I don't know if I can drink all that water in a day. But
what I recommend, this is a 32-ounce water bottle.
Okay.
So I recommend that people purchase something like this, fill it up twice.
Twice in a day.
And drink it. And it's sipping. It's not guzzling it all at one time. It's sipping it throughout the day. And you'd be surprised how easy it is to get that 64 ounces in. But when you think about it, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to do that.
I do find that I crave my water now. I crave water. I kicked the pop habit, the soda, sugar, about a year ago, the Coca-Cola. Anyways,
we're not promoting.
No, we're not promoting, but I loved it, and I was kind of hooked on it and craved it. And I'm still working on the caffeine. I like my coffee in the morning, but
coffee's okay. You can have that coffee. You can have that coffee. You know, the thing is that we like to add things to it.
Oh yeah,
sugar or cream, okay? Or we like to get the double mocha cappuccino type of things, you know, with the whipped cream. That has a lot of fat.
Well, or to dunk the cookies or the donuts at the office. Right. That's what I like. That's why I put my sugar in the coffee, because there's all these goodies sitting around at work, and that's where you have to do the self-talk and say, I don't need it, I don't want it. Keep some carrots or celery at your desk. I graze while I'm on the computer.
You know, you talk about self-talk. I love self-talk. Okay, because there's two words in our language that drive me nuts. One is people say, "Oh, I have to do this." Two, "Oh, I need to exercise." You don't.
No.
You don't. You don't need to exercise, and you don't have to exercise. No one is saying, if you don't do this, this is going to happen to you. We know that if we don't exercise, it's bad things are going to happen, potentially. Okay? The positive part of it is want to.
Right.
Want to is a positive thing. And if you want to do something, your body is going to do it. You are going to do it. You are going to put it into your daily life. If you keep saying, I need to do it, I have to do it, well, let's see. You need to pay taxes, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah,
people don't want to do that. Okay? Do you want to pay taxes? No, because it's not a real positive thing. But if you stick to that positive talk, that you want to do something, you will do it.
Well, and the reasons. You have to give yourself the reasons. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to have more energy. I'm going to be setting a great example for my children and my family. I'm not, you know, that's something we don't think about as we age. What kind of legacy do we want to leave to our kids?
Right.
And do we want them having to worry about, I've got to take care of mom? Let's stay healthy as long as we can.
Exactly. Well, you know, I look at this. You know, my parents have a history of hypertension. They're on medication. My brother and sister have a history of hypertension. They're on medication. My goal is I don't want to have that.
Right.
I don't want to be on medications. You know, I want to be able to do everything that I can in my power, because I am accountable to myself.
That's right.
You know, to stay off this medications and follow a healthy lifestyle. You know, also, I have small children. I want to be able to play with them. I want to be able to do things. We went sledding yesterday. We had a blast. I want to be able to continually do that as I age. I'm 46 years old. I'm not getting any younger.
You're a young pup.
You know, I hope so anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I want to continually do things with my children that we're all having fun as a family. And we try to do a lot of things together that incorporate physical activity.
Well, sledding this time of year. And it's so hard. You know, it's easy to stay inside and not get out. And I said, as a kid, I loved winter because we went sledding. We didn't even notice the cold. You know, you bundled up, you went out, you did something, you know, we live by Muskegon State Park. Everybody has access to this wonderful park where you can go cross-country skiing, go ice skating, do all these great things here, right here in West Michigan. And it's just so easy to set in and think, oh, I have to go shovel the driveway. Right. I don't want to get out in this cold.
Well, that's the other thing. You know, we live in a beautiful area. People don't realize year-round there are things to do that are fun. They're exciting. They're fresh. They're physical.
Yes.
You know, it's summer, fall, winter, spring. Yes. There is so much fun to do in the area that we live. We're very blessed to live here.
We are. The 4 seasons are great.
People just don't take advantage of it. And that's the whole thing. You know, we'd rather sit inside. Oh, it's cold outside. Yeah. Well, you know what? It happens annually.
It does.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to come. If we live in Michigan, we're going to have winter.
That's right.
But we might as well enjoy it.
Yes, we should, and there's a lot to enjoy.
There's
and we
so
have
much
these
to do.
Wonderful dunes. We've got places to go. The Sugar Bowl for sledding and the state park for cross. There's all kinds of trails everywhere. Just hiking. I love to go hike out at the trails.
Right. And if you ever go out hiking on a freshly new snow morning, where the air is crisp, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is so beautiful to see the snow that is on those trees. Now, a lot of people say, you call that beautiful? Well, get out and enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Well, and the air feels so good to breathe that cold. I mean, you think, oh, it's too cold, but it's like breathing new, fresh air.
Every day is a precious day that you get to wake up. Take advantage of that precious day, that gift that you've been given.
Right.
We don't do that enough.
No, we don't. It's
and
too
we have to
easy
think of
get
ourselves.
sad and sluggish this time.
Exactly.
So we'll start by when we take our cookies out of the oven, or when we're stirring those cookies.
Well, hey, there's a, you think about that, there's an activity, stir. You know, well, you talked about this, the shoveling. You know, we have become a society that relies on our modern day conveniences.
Sure. Hire a plow driver.
Yeah, hire someone to do it.
Yeah.
You know what? Get back to some basic stuff. Get back to old school.
That's true.
You know, it's okay to shovel that light, fluffy snow for physical activity.
Yes.
It's okay to use your old-fashioned elbow grease to mix your dough or whatever. Yeah, I'm not a baker, so I apologize.
Maybe that's why Grandma's sugar cookies tasted better, because she
did everything by hand.
She did.
You know, but we have relied on these modern day conveniences. Yes. Now, they have caused a lot of problems in our society. Like we said, obesity, hypertension, dyslipidemia, diabetes.
Oh, wait, back up. What's dyslipidemia?
Oh, elevated cholesterol levels. Oh. Abnormal cholesterol levels. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Good throw. I apologize for using those language. But you know what? It's caused a lot of problems in our society because of that. Let's get back to some old school basic stuff.
Yeah.
Things where you know, use a little elbow grease again. Okay. You know, it's going to be good for your body.
So you're going to show me some more, and I want to say that Blair is the manager here at the Heart Center, and you work with a lot of people every day that have went through heart disease and heart attacks, and you have a wonderful facility here where people come in and work out. Now, what is the requirements for them to be able to work out here?
To get into our Phase 2 cardiac rehab program, sorry, you have to have a heart condition.
Yeah, you have to have a heart condition.
Either bypass. No, that's our whole goal. Is we want people to stay away from this stuff.
Prevent.
You know, exactly. Prevention instead of reaction. Yeah. Bypass surgery, heart attack, stent placement, valve surgery, congestive heart failure. I mean, none of these sound like they're very pleasant to go through, and they're not. But you know what? We are blessed to have such a wonderful facility for people to go to. Yes. We also have a maintenance phase of cardiac rehab Phase 3 program. Okay, and you know, a lot of people that go from our Phase 2 get into the Phase 3 because it's still being monitored. Okay, insurance doesn't pay for it. It's an out-of-pocket expense, but you can have 2 risk factors for heart disease, like hypertension, diabetes, obesity, physical inactivity, high cholesterol, sedentary lifestyle, these types of things, plus age. Guess what? As we get older, we're going to break down. Okay, that is an indication for heart disease also. You're still being monitored, but it's not as intensely. Okay.
So let me get this straight. If you have 2 of those conditions we just talked about, you can be in this Phase 2 program.
Phase 3.
Phase 3.
Phase 3, that's the maintenance phase, yes.
A maintenance program, but it isn't necessarily that you've had a heart attack.
Nope.
Correct. This is to prevent you from having those conditions.
Or help, you know, at least attempt to prevent. And we can't prevent anything from happening.
That's true.
You know, it would be nice that, yes, knock on wood, that we could do that, but we cannot.
No, but so people that want to do that, if they have 2 of those risk factors, and I'd say a lot of people do. I probably qualify.
They're still being monitored. All my staff are trained in emergency procedures, so they can perform all the emergency protocols necessary if something should happen to you.
So those people can come here, and then they pay a fee to
for Phase 3. Yep. Phase 2 is generally covered by insurance. Because that's an immediate discharge.
It's as nice as any gym I've ever seen, and it's nice to know that you've got the medical staff nearby, people that can do something. You know, in a gym you don't always have that.
No.
They might have somebody trained in CPR, but it is good. It's a great facility here, so that's good to know.
And we have other programs. We have a pulmonary rehab program for anyone that has any lung conditions. And we have a Phase 2 and a Phase 3, basically the same kind of background as the Phase 2, Phase 3 cardiac. We have a medical weight management program.
Is that here?
That's here.
Oh, okay.
For anyone that is wanting to change their lifestyle. Ours is the lifestyle change program. It's based on 26 weeks because it takes approximately 13 weeks to quit old habits and 13 weeks to establish new habits. We have a nurse practitioner, a dietitian, exercise physiologist, plus you can use the Heart Center as part of that program. Okay. We have diabetes education clinic or diabetes education program here at the center. To help people with understanding their diabetes and to help train them dealing with their diabetes, you know, so they can get better. And we also have a congestive heart failure clinic. Those people that have a very low ejection fraction, overutilize ER services.
We're talking medical.
Yeah, I know. We're going way over, way over.
No, that's great. And we're going to talk more about that. I think that you want to take me to an area where there's some stairs, and he's going to have me do some stair reps. where I'll probably get winded, and I'm glad there's medical staff standing by to help me, just in case.
Just in case something happens.
Because I'm a little out of shape.
Do you owe me any money?
So West Michigan, we will be back with Blair Moreau, and he is going to show us some more exercises we can do at home. We're going to discuss some more wonderful things that the Heart Center provides, and for all of those people out there that have had heart conditions, it is good to know that you offer all of these services right here in Muskegon. Thank you.